Hey everybody, Matt Colville here. As I mentioned in the update video, I started running a new game as a break from the chain. We played online using Fantasy Grounds, and I invited some of the regular crew, plus some new folks who live far away. That's the cool thing about playing online. You can play with people all over the world. And I busted out 4th edition D&D because I liked it a lot, and if you watch this, you will see why. It takes a little while. The first 2 sessions are mostly just us figuring out how to play 4E, because I was very rusty, and how to use Fantasy Grounds, because I was the only one who'd used it before. But by the 3rd session, you can definitely see why I love 4th edition. Folks in Twitch chat were like, aha, this is why Matt loves this game. Yes, it well suits my playstyle. I think the campaign will be around 13 to 15 sessions long, of which we've already played 10 or 11, and then we go back to the chain. These videos are heavily edited by Jerry. We scrubbed out the process of learning anything. Anytime we stopped and tried to figure out a rule, we edit that out. This isn't supposed to be a tutorial for either Fantasy Grounds or 4th edition. There are tons of videos online if you want to learn either of those. And if you want the longer, tedious version of these videos with all the boring explanations in, you can always just go watch the unedited sessions on Twitch, link in the doobly-doo. So I think there's a lot of cool stuff in here. We're having a lot of fun. There's some great character building and drama and some really exciting fights. But the bad news is if you end up thinking, this looks fun, I want to do it. It's not, I'm not sure you can. Not with 4th edition anyway. See, once upon a time, Wizards of the Coast went full ham on the online D&D tools thing, and there was a whole suite of web apps you could use to help you run 4th edition. Back then, I used those tools to build data sets for Fantasy Grounds. So now I have all of 4th edition in Fantasy Grounds on my computer. All the character abilities, all the monsters, all the magic items, the whole thing. But these tools were built on Silverlight, Microsoft's version of Flash, and Microsoft discontinued Silverlight a couple years ago. So the tools are gone. You cannot do what I did. So far as I know, there is no way to run 4th edition online the way I'm doing it now. Certainly no legal option, and maybe no option at all. You can absolutely do all this in Fantasy Grounds with 5th edition. You can buy the rules and adventures, and it all comes already parsed for Fantasy Grounds. And apart from the learning curve, it is a lot easier to run 5e in Fantasy Grounds than by hand at the table. All the automation you see in this campaign, the way the software handles all the incredibly tedious bookkeeping of playing in person, Fantasy Grounds does it for 5th edition and does it better than 4th edition, frankly. But if you want to use it to play 4E, I literally do not know how to do that. It sucks, but there you are. The game is set in my world, Orden, in my medieval European fantasy analog, Vasloria, in the barony of Dalrath, about 300 miles north of Bedegar and Gravesford, where a lot of my previous campaigns took place. The players start in the city surrounding the Castle Dalrath, and there's a lot of lore we don't need to get into, but the basic tension is Dalrath is way in the north, right next to a deep elven woad, and the humans consistently cut back the trees to make new farmland, and the elves really do not like this. This is an enmity going back generations. But now the normal mundane forests to the south of Dalrath have all grown together into one forest, cutting Dalrath off from the rest of human civilization. To the north, a vast expanse of haunted elven woad. To the south, a much smaller forest inhabited by orcs and wild, barbarian, anti-civilization humans called the Goal. In the middle, several towns and villages protected by Castle Dalrath, but the people are afraid. They're cut off from trade and travel with the rest of the human lands, and they are surrounded by enemies. An entire village decides there's no future here. They pack up all their belongings and take their entire families with them and attempt to find a way through the forest to the south, to the safer human lands. It shouldn't be too hard. There used to be a road here. Meanwhile, 5 heroes, strangers to each other, gather at an inn in Castle Dalrath. A wood elf, a high elf, a half-giant Barrow Man, one of the demon-worshipping Ghoul, and one of the last surviving members of Good King Omund's dragon Phalanx. Symbols of justice throughout the land. Each of them has left their homeland for a different reason. They meet in an inn, and things quickly get out of hand.
The inn is relatively busy. There are people coming in and going out. There's a cat lying in front of the fire.
My cat.
Very, very contently. That's Biscuit, the Code family cat. You are 5 heroes, all strangers in this land. You arrive at the walled city surrounding Dalrath Castle for different reasons. None of you are much like the farmers and millers that eat here. None of you are like the dark dwarves and orc at the other table. So in the press of bodies at the crowded inn, you find yourself together at a table. It's you all meet in an inn. It's D&D.
Yay, we're here.
Right.
The humans in the Festive Goblin studiously ignore you, just as they do the dwarves at the table.
Is there anyone serving here?
Yeah,
we got a round of drink. There we go.
This young man comes over and is eager to help you. And
A round of drinks for everyone.
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, my lord. Yeah, yes. Ale, wine?
Ale for me.
He looks at the elves and says, we do have milk.
Oh,
Apple juice.
Oh, I would like some apple juice.
Okay.
Do elves prefer milk or apple juice, or is this just a microaggression?
I don't know. I'm also looking at Leveless like, what the hell is with the milk?
I don't know. This
Milk?
young man is in his teens. He's like 14, 15. Yeah, and he's probably never served.
Oh, it's because he's a pup.
Oh, that makes sense.
He's probably never served any people like you before. Microaggression.
I want wine.
Oh, but wine. Yep, certainly. Yes, milady. And he bows and scrapes specifically to Sir Vanazor. Sir Vanazor, what does your character look like?
He is a dragonborn. I can bring him up on my stream.
Oh, that's right. You have a picture of yourself.
There, if you have. But I don't know how I could share it with everyone. I guess actually
I can do it. I can do it.
Right? Yeah, images.
I forgot. So this is some art that OD found, or I found. Somebody found for Sir Vanazor.
Yeah, actually.
So cool looking. Look at that belt. It's a championship belt.
Yet again, this is a piece of art I found online. I'm not proud when it comes to running a game on Fantasy Grounds.
It's like walking around with the belt of like a person's face on it.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's like, well, you're Dragonborn, sir, right? Barbarian. You're like, how about this picture? I was like, yep, there you go. That's Sir Vanazor. Well done. Ship it.
So to this young man, he looks like a knight. This young man scurries away.
Oh, wait, I have to close this.
Oh, he's going to tell his dad. He's going to tell his dad what you ordered, and his dad is going to go and get some drinks for you lot.
Did everybody else order their drinks?
I assume you did, yeah. This is not. We don't have. We don't have a menu here. It's not that level of detail is below the level of the camera. The camera is zoomed too far out to see what you guys ordered specifically, individually. We assume that you folks are ordering food and drink. There is this gentleman. These three people to the table to the west of you are a little tipsy, and this gentleman who is wearing what looks like a smock, like a blacksmith. He says, all right. He stands up from the table and he walks over here to this table where there is a metal like urn. Actually, it looks like a spittoon, but it's not. And he takes out a silver piece and he shows it to the table. And at this point, some of the other people in the tavern all stop what they're doing and they're gonna watch. And they have sort of like eager kind of, looks on their faces. And he puts a silver piece in here and he walks over. There's a little table here. And on the table is a box. It's a medium-sized box. And it's got a lid. The lid is closed. And there is a metal crank coming out the side. Actually, what he does is he goes over to the barkeep. The barkeep gives him a metal throwing implement, small, like a dart. And he goes back, and there's a line right there, right on the floor that you guys can't see. And the kid who's waiting for your drinks walks over here to the box, and he cranks the wheel. He cranks the crank. And when he stops cranking, he looks at the blacksmith, who has now a dart in his hand, and he's like poised to throw it. And the blacksmith nods, and the kid lets go of the crank and steps back. And the crank starts to spin, and you hear this very tinny, it sounds like a bard is stuck in this box. And this bard, his lute only has like one string. It's a really primitive way of making music. And you hear this sound like... And when that's done, the box opens up, and a tiny, like a child's stuffed animal, is launched out of the box. And it's a very ratty, green, stuffed goblin. And the guy throws his dart, and the dart hits the goblin, and everyone cheers. Yay!
The Festive Goblin.
And then... He goes over and he collects, there's like 12 silver pieces in this little urn. You can see him pour them out into his hand. His friends all clap and cheer. The orc and the warbreed and the 4 dwarves they watch this very studiously, but they do not cheer or participate. And then he goes and This gentleman goes and sits back down, and the kid goes and resets the thing. He stuffs the goblin now has a dart, and he pulls the dart out of the goblin, stuffs him back in the thing, and closes the lid.
Well, looked awfully good fun. Maybe Sir Vadasaur will try. Boy, I'm trying to call the kid back over.
Yeah, he's happy to. Oh. Sir, yes, sir. Your drinks are coming, sir.
That's fine. I want to try the goblin game.
Certainly. Well, you just put a silver piece in the vase, and stand at the line.
Where's the vase? Here? Or
yeah, well, it's on the little table next to it.
Oh yeah, okay.
There you go. That's where the vase is.
I assume I have a piece of silver.
What are you doing, Zoga? Account for yourself, Zoga.
Let's try this game.
Oh, I see how it is. So
all right. So I've done my bit of silver. Do I need to go and see the barkeep?
You put your silver in there, yeah, and go get the dart from the barkeep. He's almost done pouring your drinks. He says, "Here you are, my lord," and he hands you. You only get one. There's only one dart.
Thank you, sir.
Now the 3 dwarves in the back here, at the back of the table, they're just talking to themselves. But the 4th dwarf that's sitting next to the orc reaver is watching this with great interest, and he seems to be drinking a lot. So the line, actually, can I just draw a line?
When I was here,
yeah.
I'm a lot closer to that table, and I was getting my dart.
Yeah.
Could I hear anything that they were saying?
No, they're not talking much. They're just drinking a lot.
Oh, okay. Bloody drunks.
So the kid, he goes and he whines, he cranks the thing, and everyone's watching. He has this kind of like sheepish grin on his face, like, okay, here we go again. And then once it's cranked, he's got his hand on it. He looks at you and waits for you to give the okay.
This has got to be a roll, right? If I hit this or not.
It is. It's a dex check. So if you open up your character.
Yep.
Actually, let me see where you are. Let's go ahead and imagine that because you're proficient in javelins, that you would be proficient with the. Let's not go overboard. So go ahead and treat it like a javelin attack.
Okay.
And you should just be able to, in your character sheet.
Like I'm doing combat?
Yeah, like in your under combat.
Yep.
there's no you don't have to. There's no target. You're not trying to shoot a person.
Just roll my javelin.
Just go ahead and roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. So.
Whoa!
Sir Vanazor, typical. Sir Vanazor, like, he throws the dart like it's a javelin, right? He just goes, yeah. And unlike the last dart, which stuck into the goblin and then the goblin falls onto the table, now the goblin is stuck to the wall with Sir Vanazor's dart in it. And this dwarf over here, like, stands up, like he sways a little bit and then he catches himself, like he's super interested in what just happened.
I let out a mighty roar as well as I hit that dart. Like, ah! I'm so pleased with myself.
So unfortunately, this game is usually it's difficult for the people in this inn, and there's usually a what's the word I'm looking for? There's a pot, literally a pot of money. But in this instance, since you won, you just get your money back. But your drink is free.
Okay, all right.
Which is good because I have no idea how much money you guys have.
Right. Yeah, it
I'm not even sure.
We have so much money.
I'm not even sure I know how to find out how much money you have.
I carry around a little wagon behind me, just
Let
full
me
of gold.
see.
There's so much gold. Yeah.
I bet.
All the rich stuff.
Monks are known for their wealth.
In a swag over my shoulder.
Do I perceive that these dwarves have taken a significant interest in what just happened?
Just Dwarf Warrior 4.
Okay, yeah, that at least one of them has.
Yeah, he's super
has
interested.
become a bit of a looky-loo.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The rest of the bar and the inn, but kind of clapping and.
Oh
going,
yeah. Yes,
yeah, I'm
yes.
kind of taking it all in, being very
Yeah.
like proud of myself.
Yeah. The old man over here kind of says, oh, of course the dragon man wins. The dragon knights. But he's kind of saying it in a cheerful manner.
I acknowledge him. You know, like sort of.
The dragon
Almost
knights
like-
never lose, he says.
Almost like I'm bowing my, taking my hat off.
This guy's like, what do you mean never lose?
You
What?
point
What's
at
that?
him
What's
like
that about
game
never lose?
recognizes game.
So the young man here grabs your silver out of the pot and brings it up to you and says, "You're winning, sir." I'm shocked to see gambling in this facility. Sorry.
I think. Okay, I think I'm rather pleased with myself. I think the drinks have come back to the table.
He's going to go. Your drinks are ready. So he grabs a plate full of drinks and brings them. Excuse me, pardon me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me. And starts passing the drinks out to everybody. And it looks like Tom is going to give it a shot.
I'm just examining the goblin that's stuck in the wall. I'm just like blown away, impressed by the fact that he was able to do that. And I'm very pleased because that shows some significant combat skill.
Also, I like what would a goal think about the fact that humans out here in quote unquote the city, the civilized lands, have like stuffed toy goblins?
I mean, I'm sure Goal children would have toys of some sort. Of course, they wouldn't be as frivolous as a stuffed goblin. Maybe it's a real goblin.
Okay, fair enough.
Nonetheless, it is an impressive show of skill.
So this dwarf is getting a little bit frisky.
Which one? The one that stood up.
This the Warbreed gets up and orders drinks for his table, and while he's standing here, he watches your table. He doesn't really have an expression on his face. He's just watching you.
The reaver, the orc. Okay.
Yeah. And this is your opportunity to kind of get to know each other, if indeed that's something you want to do.
I'm just gonna kind of sit there and sip on my wine and just kind of, size everybody up.
Yes, same.
Very daintily push the glass of milk that was delivered to me away.
Oh, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you want wine? I got confused.
I just
Oh, I'll
smile
take the milk.
wanly at him and don't say anything, and I just give the milk to whoever just asked for it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
me.
gonna have him make a check.
Oh, we can't.
No,
see
Castle
that.
Barrow Man just drinking milk.
He's not smart enough to come up with a good explanation for what's happening. He frowns. He thinks he did something wrong.
Wait, did he take the milk or leave it?
No, he left it. No, he left it. He's just going.
Thanks.
So this guy walks up here, and he takes out his silver piece, and he holds it up. He doesn't turn like the other guy did, like this dude did. He doesn't turn and show the silver piece. He just holds it up. He's got his back to the crowd, and everyone kind of shuts up and watches. And he tosses, somewhat with a little bit of attitude, he tosses the silver piece into the empty thing, and he wants to go.
Spittoon.
He goes and he's gonna grab the dart, and the kid is gonna wind the thing up. But the kid like shakes his head, like, all right. And the dwarf.
His job is the worst.
Yeah, about there. Okay, so the kid he winds it up, and he looks at the dwarf who's got the dart in his hand, and the dwarf goes, ah! And the kid lets go and steps back. And as he's doing that, as the box is playing its little music, the dwarf is kind of nodding his head along like he's almost hypnotized by the beat. And then the box pops open. Let's see how the dwarf does. Oh, okay. The box pops open, and the goblin flies up into the air, and it lands on the box, and then the dwarf throws the dart. And the dart slams into the wall, and you can see where there's all these little dart marks on the wall where people have missed, and the dwarf gets super pissed.
He sounds mad.
Sounds like you can't throw a dart.
I'm just picturing Yosemite Sam.
So the orc reaver, he has his drinks that he ordered for his table, but he hasn't picked them up and taken them yet. He's just watching his buddy. He's just watching the dwarf warrior number 4, and dwarf warrior number 4 is now really pissed.
Are the other patrons in this inn getting uncomfortable by this display?
They're all quiet, I would say. Uncomfortable.
I am.
They're all just kind of like, no one's. They're conspicuously behaving themselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, don't make eye contact kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is the Festive Goblin, right? You can tell just by looking at the wall above the box that a lot of people have missed, and it's a games, and people get drunk and things probably get out of hand. So this is one of those, just keep your head down and things will blow over.
Yeah, like when someone drunk gets on the same train carriage as you.
Yes.
So the kid resets the game, grabs the dart, and is walking back over to his dad, because it's his dad who's the barkeep, and the dwarf gets in his way and says,
Something we done. What's the tone like?
and the kid, he goes, Bazang! Bazang! And the kid shrugs and looks at his dad, and his dad kind of shakes his head, and then the orc reaver, actually I could do that. I'm a fool for this stuff. You will not be the first players of mine that had to put up with me and all this shit.
Again. Okay.
Again.
And so the kid points to the urn, which now has this dwarf's silver piece in it, and the dwarf takes out his axe and says, "Guys!"
That's against the rules.
Bazang! And the barkeep kind of like holds his hands up, And the kid shrugs and gives him the dart back and goes and starts winding it up. And the old man back here says, "Fair play, you had your try." And all three of these dwarves back here all look at him. And the old woman, who's, obviously with him, kind of goes, "Shh," to her husband.
Uh-oh. It's the very drunk one that's at the shooting galley. Like,
Yeah.
Did he hear that comment as well, or is he?
No,
still
if he did, he's ignoring it.
I assume I've kind of, because it looks like I got my back toward him, I've kind of turned around to watch him.
Yeah,
Right.
you're absolutely in charge of your character. Actually, even though your dude is kind of facing forward, there we go. If you mouse over your dude and then hold shift and mouse wheel, you can change the direction you're facing. So where were we?
We were watching.
He was about to take his. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So this time,
Take a second throw.
this time, the kid winds it up and looks at the dwarf, and the dwarf takes out a throwing axe.
Oh, come on now.
And a couple of patrons grumble at this. And the barkeep speaks up and says, "Steady on." And the goblin pops up and he hurls the axe.
Fudge.
And he slices the goblin. Like, it doesn't slice the goblin toy in half, but it does stick the goblin to the wall the way Vanazor did. And this time the axe has cut into it, so some of its stuffing is coming out.
I'll slow clap.
And the dwarf like cheers for himself. The other three dwarves back here all are like, ah. Like, come on. And he goes up and
is he a lot more drunk than the other three? Like he's just acting up a bit because he's had a bit too much to drink.
I would say that's a reasonable conclusion based on the behavior you've observed.
Gotcha.
And he grabs his axe out of the wall. And stand by here. Where's my little story thing?
He's a lightweight. I mean, on the bright side, it's really only over his own money.
Yeah, he dumps the urn out and seems to be disappointed that only his silver came out. Like, he's a little confused. Even though, like, we just all watched what happened and there was no silver in there when he did it. And he takes the long way past, and as he walks by Sir Vanazor, he goes,
Oh man. I kind of feel like it's been so long since I played D&D that I don't really know how reactions and stuff work.
well, how would you like them to work? What would you like to do?
Well, I know what I want to do.
I kind of would like to and I have a feeling that Vanazor might like to do this too, where as he's walking past, with eyes focused on the dragon man, just, stick a little toe out and trip him.
Yes.
You are, Anna. Yeah, I like that.
Hang on a minute. Right. So you just saw a glimpse into one possible future where the dwarf goes back to his table and the orc is like, okay, fine, things have settled down. But that's one possible future, but it's not necessarily the one we're going to get, because we're going to rewind.
Having like a Requiem for a Dream moment where they're tossing the gun back and forth that they take from the cop, and it's just like, But I think I want to do it because, why not? We're playing D&D.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me just take a look at Oren's character. Let's take a look at your skills in it.
I don't have good dexterity, but I am very strong.
You have great athletics, though, and this seems like it might be a kind of an athletic kind of thing.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that part. So that sounds way cooler. What the?
Oh my God!
Oh! I hope he falls to the bottom of the floor.
Yeah. So this guy falls on. He trips. He falls, and his axe goes kind of flying. And everyone in the inn goes, ha, 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 and they all clap. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to stand up, basically, point down at him and laugh.
Oh my god.
So these guys somewhat reluctant. Zoga chortles. Awesome. I love this. These guys kind of do this somewhat reluctantly. And this guy stands up. Dwarf warrior number 4 stands up and he's fucking furious. His face is red and he's going to walk over and pick up his axe.
Oh, well, I don't like the sound of that.
Hey, who's picking up what axe? Where?
This dwarf warrior 4, who you tripped so well, he fell.
He's up already?
I beg your pardon?
He's up already?
I mean, this is we're playing this game in real time.
I know.
Which you got, but
real time is too fast for me.
That's funny because instant gratification is not fast enough for me.
Could I, as he's sort of trying to get up and I see he's headed towards his axe, can I just sort of grab him round the back of the collar? And sort of like, no.
Well, if you're going to try and grab him, then it's going to be initiative. The bartender looks at the orc reaver and says, Lavella spit takes the wine. I love this. I'm so glad we're doing this, you guys. I love that you guys are jumping in and you're using the tools and stuff and we're doing it. The bartender says something to the orc reaver. It is now too loud in the inn for you to clearly make it out.
Over like the laughter and stuff?
Yeah, unless you're listening carefully.
Can we read their lips?
I mean, you can make a perception check.
Okay. That's in skills.
I don't know if this is going to help the situation at all, but I also, Orion's going to be holding like her toe, like clutching her toe and like, howling that, the dwarf, stepped on her foot and everything. And he should watch where he's going.
Well, certainly these people at this table, they all see that and they all are like, hey, you can't just step on an elf foot like that. These are our guests. They don't literally say that, but that's their attitude. They might literally say that.
Just so that you know, you get a +1 racial bonus to your perception checks because you're within 5 squares of me, and I
like +1 would not have done it. You need a 10, and Co got a 7. So 7 + 1 isn't going to help. It looks as though the bartender is just trying to kind of like warn the orc, and the orc seems to somewhat ignore him, and if this guy actually has gotten so he is going to try to get up. Is that the point at which it's initiative, or are you guys going to try and diffuse the situation?
I'm down for a bar fight.
Yeah, I'm thinking this guy. I know what Anna did. I know she tricked him, and so he's mad. And so I can see he's getting up, and he's going to go. It looks like he's going to go after his axe, right? So.
Oh, absolutely. What's his axe? Wouldn't you?
Unless it objects, I'm going to basically grab the back of his collar and like.
All right, that's initiative. You may get to grab the back of his collar. You may not.
Okay.
Wow, this dwarf warrior's too drunk for that initiative. Hang on a minute. Let me fix that. There we go. Justice, this is awesome.
Zoga finishing the line.
This is so good, you guys. I have an
could
entire.
tell what's about to go down. It's just like, whoop.
Oh, yep, exactly. That's exactly how I pictured it. Like, yeah, you're just a pro. You're a pro. You know how it's going. Might as well finish a drink first. So now, do you guys know how to roll initiative?
Remember.
Lavella has rolled initiative.
Don't tell me. I think I got it. Oh yeah.
Orin has rolled initiative and rolled quite well. Co has rolled quite well. Lavellis and Zoga are a little bit distracted, and Servanazor is he's obviously had the drink has affected him more than he imagined it would. Zoga Borhart, do me a favor and make a perception check.
Mm-hmm. Perception.
No, you're right.
You get to
-1.
+1 from This should cancel out.
I get +1 from Dale, right?
For perception, yes.
Yeah.
And would that get you to 10?
It would.
Yeah, because you're at -1 normally. Yeah, that's funny. Well, you're used to being a leader. You have other people to do your perception for you.
I also just slugged a glass of wine too, so maybe that was, not the wise choice for a warrior who's about to get himself into a fight. Although for a bar brawl, nice little hit of wine seems appropriate.
Liquid courage.
Yeah, yeah. Proactively numb the pain.
Oh, look at that.
Uh-huh.
Reaver notices these rats catch up a war leader. His eyes narrow and he stares at Zoga. Uh-oh.
All right. There's going to be a fucking fight. That's funny.
Oh no! Oh no!
All right. So, round 1. Begin. It's your turn, Anna. What would you like to do?
What is the current status on Dwarf Warrior 4? Is he standing or is
he
still prone?
is prone? And everybody think or even talk about what you're going to do and coordinate.
I think for this guy that's on the ground here, that's kind of who I want to go after because he's already prone, which is like pretty ideal, and I want to take advantage of that opportunity. So I'm just looking at my stuff real quick because I believe, it's been a long time since I played D&D period, but I'm thinking that because somebody's prone on the ground, I automatically get a crit against them.
I don't think so. You might get +2, but you definitely don't get a crit. Advantage is +2.
I don't roll 2 dice?
No. This is 4th edition. 4th edition advantage is +2.
I quit. It's reducing the number of dice? Okay. Well, I'm going to use my longsword, and actually my longsword's versatile, so do I have to, does it take up a bonus action or anything for me to swap from holding it, in a single hand versus two-handed for the versatile thing?
I don't know. I for now, I'm totally willing to, you'd have to drop your shield, right? You probably don't have your shield on you. It's probably leaning against a...
I don't even think I have a shield. That's why when you said shield bash, I had been looking at my inventory, and I was like, I've got... Oh, I'm just kidding. I see it right there.
Yeah, you've got heavy shield and chain. Your sword and board.
In that case, I will have to use just the one-handed thing because I don't want to figure out all my shield and everything else too, right? Because I think that takes longer if I'm holding a shield as well.
Well, if you want to just switch to using your weapon two-handed, you can. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what that gets you in 4th edition.
It gets, I think it's a D10 versus a D8.
That makes sense.
So I am going to go ahead and I want to move over to this prone guy, and I want to attack him. I'm probably going to use...
So go ahead and move your dude over there.
Okay.
Munch, munch, munch.
Sweet.
I think...
Now he's got the prone thing on him. I'm not sure. That might mean that you can just attack him and it will know that you get +2 or whatever.
Okay, cool. In that case, I want to use... is there any reason not to use a sure strike in that case?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. These are free. You can do them every round. The only question is, what's the situation? Is there more than one person next to you? Cleave. Is there only one person you want to attack? Sure strike.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let me move this over here.
And the sword icon is your attack roll. And it works just like the D20. You can either click on it like a button and it will roll, or you can grab it and drag it and it will turn into a die and you can roll it.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Longsword is +3, so you should be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should be +10 to hit this guy. Anna, if you don't hit this guy, you suck.
I know.
I was right. 8 + 10.
Okay, cool. And then now I've hit, so now I can roll my damage, right?
Yep. Just Yep, you got it. Yep, he's wounded. He's not happy.
Cool. At that point, it would just be a bonus or something else.
At this point, these dwarves are pissed and they're going to draw their weapons. And this orc is like, all right, continue. Sorry.
What was I saying? Oh, I was asking like, where am I as far as like, because I don't want to move anymore. I don't think.
I don't know that you can split move and fire in 4th edition.
Okay.
I think you move and attack or attack and move. I don't think you can do a little bit of both.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna mark him.
So yes, that guy is marked. So narratively, Anna, what that means is you are in some way, narratively, it's up to you. You are kind of getting in this guy's face, right? And you are letting him know you don't get to just do what you want and ignore me. If you try that, I'm gonna fuck you up. Mm-hmm. So how you express that, that's up to you, and it can be different every time you mark somebody.
You hurt my foot, and you're gonna fucking pay for it.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who the fuck I am? All right, cool.
All right, so when you're done, if that's it, which I think it is.
Hit end turn.
Hang on.
What?
Zoga is going to yell, is going to shout to you, Elf, hit him again!
Sweet!
To suggest that you use an action point. I was going to say, just so, like, just kind of like the meta side of this, is I can give you a damage bonus.
Okay.
If you attack him again with an action point, which is why Zogs is like, finish him.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna do that. Okay.
Zoga shouts like, hit him again or finish him, and you just feel this like, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna chop this dude in half.
Just like a metal riff plays in my head.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Strike out in fear. All right, cool. I'll do that then.
It was almost a 20. Did you see that?
Ooh.
I did.
Okay, so now how do I add my... I have the little blood drop power. What do I do? Where do I drag that?
Onto him. Now
Onto
that
me?
No, you're not a him. Maybe you are. There we go. You got it.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So since she hit, you're like, but I give you this bonus to damage. Zoga did not use an ability that grants Oris a free attack. Tom, the player, just suggested to Anna, the player, hey, you should use your action point now, because if you do, I grant you bonuses. And then she went, oh, okay, cool. Tom does. Dornication just said this is gold for Matt's DM style. Yes, I think that's probably true. That's why I liked 4th edition.
I went ahead and clicked my little oh shit, what did I do? I clicked my action point. My action whatever.
Yeah, so now it's used, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Yep.
And I think that does it for me.
Okay, well, click end turn, and then Justice should hear a little bell ring. Ko stands up like a terrifying mustachioed Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Ko is going to walk over to this dwarf warrior that is prone. He's dragging his club behind him, and he says, "I'm sorry to do this, but I think you started it." And I'm going to use my, since they're already prone, I'm going to use my crane technique.
Sweet. I don't know what that does.
Okay. It's gonna push them along the round. Can I get here? Is that okay? Well, no, that's kind of in a half spot. We don't do half spots.
If you're there too, we're also flanking, which gives you advantage.
Correct. So that means when you attack, just use your little modifier button in the lower left to give yourself +2.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, yeah.
Are you using the crane attack technique or crane movement? Crane attack, I assume, right?
Crane attack technique.
Yeah. Oh, it was almost an 18. So, Justice, what does it look like when Ko uses the crane's wing attack technique? How is that different than just swinging your club?
Well, I'd like to think that there's an ever so subtle parting of his mustache, like two majestic milk-coated wings. He's going to extend his arms really wide. I don't know how tall Barrow Man can get.
You're the tallest guy in the city. You're taller than Servanazor, and Servanazor's like 7 feet tall. You're a half giant.
Yeah, so
you are literally a half giant.
Oh, I'd love that. Yeah, so he's gonna stretch his arms across. I'd like to think that like he's always fighting for elbow room when he's sitting at any table. So when he gets to stand up, he just extends those arms, and one of them is just holding this club like an outstretched crane wing.
So you can see these three dwarves when you stand up and you spread your arms like that. These three dwarves all kind of go ah.
Did I hit?
Hang on a minute. Did you roll? You didn't have anybody targeted. But if you're targeting Dwarf Warrior number 4, so it's nice when it works automatically, right? But you can always just say, oh, this is my result. And I can look at his AC and go, AC 17. No, you missed.
Ah.
Damn it.
Did you give yourself...
For a minute there, it was going to be like Band of Strangers.
Did you give
Band
yourself...
Of drifters destroy local drunk.
Did you give yourself the +2 from flanking?
I did, unfortunately. And you know, I'm a use it or lose it kind of person, so I kind of want to use this action point.
It's all right. You got to shake off the cobwebs sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You've come a long way from the Barrow Hills, and most shit is not going to mess with you because look at you, right? So it's probably been a little while since you've had to get in a dust up.
Yeah, so I'm going to use that action point because I want to preserve that reputation here.
So now, Tom, Tom, what does Zoga do with tactical presence? So yeah, with tactical presence, Tom, if you click on the little shadow little die there we go. You can grab, you can. So since Zoga has said, or rather since Justice has said, I'm using my I'm using my action point, you can drag the little effect, which is the little man token, from tactical presence onto him, and it will give him the correct mathematical bonus.
Right on.
So remember, your tactical presence gives people a bonus to attack when they use their action point. Tactical assault gives them a bonus to damage when they use their action point.
Right. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to shout, try that again, giant man. And I think I'm going to use, because I can use the tactical assault again, right?
Oh, there's that. You don't use tactical assault. It just happens.
Right, but I have a choice basically between tactical presence or tactical assault.
Nope.
What do you mean?
You are a warlord. People around you get this benefit. You don't do anything. The player may have to do something to make the math work, right? Like I'm going to drag this thing over him, but really all Tom has to do is just remind everybody. Don't forget, you are a better fighter because you're around me.
Oh, so both of these things happen.
They automatically happen anytime one of your allies, and I think there's a range like 5 squares. If they have to be able to hear you and see you, right? Because because the fantasy is you are literally directing the battle, right? It's not magical. It's not like a magical aura. The idea is you're a warlord. You're an expert at fighting, better than all these people. So if they're just around you when they use their action point, they get better.
Nice. Again.
Yes, sir. And yeah, I'm going to go for that again.
Well,
Why?
Here's the thing about there's no edition of D&D. This is my friend John Wick hates D&D because he hates rolling. There's no edition of D&D.
Yeah, I'm John Wick.
I'm good friends with John Wick. I've known him for years. The thing is, there's no edition of D&D, doesn't matter the mechanics, where you will have a good time if you can't roll above a 7 all night. So yeah,
Chris has a sense of humor.
you rolled and you're just really rusty. And also, Co, you guys noticed that he doesn't seem like he's used to fighting in such a small room. Like the roof is really low for him. I love this. I love it when you guys emote and stuff. That makes me so happy. All right, this guy is going.
Your turn, little warrior.
This guy is going to move, and his movement is unknown to me. It would be nice. Oh, speed 5. Okay, this guy's going to move. Defunk. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't think that's going to get him where he needs to be. So he is probably going to target Oren and use his throwing hammer. Actually, What's that? That's cool.
Hammer, what you throw?
Throwing hammer.
Oh, that's cool. Cool, awesome. So he can't do that yet, though. So yeah, this guy targets Orin, throws a throwing hammer, and misses. He's done.
Nah.
He's stuck in this game too.
This guy, now it's Dwarf Warrior numero dos, who is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he knocks this old lady.
Dangerously close to
He knocks this old lady off her chair onto her ass. And then, what's that? Aha, I believe. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's going to charge. He moves. He moves 5, and then he uses his standard action to charge, which is a movement with a basic attack at the end. So he's just going to Warhammer you. 13 plus 6 is a 19. He hits.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And he does 6 points of damage to you, and there might be some little cool effect thing from the Warhammer. Oh, fuck. Yeah. You guys, any of you guys who have experienced dwarves before know that it is incredibly difficult to knock them over. So the fact that Orin was able to trip that dwarf means he was really drunk.
No, that's not what that means.
Okay, so this dwarf hits you with the Warhammer, and you guys notice Ko stumble back. And then this dwarf moves into position. And it's a very, very martial, very kind of martial, even though that one dwarf is drunk, a Dwarf Warrior 2 is not super, he's still got his wits about him and knows and remembers how to fight. And he's done. Dwarf Warrior 3 sees what his brethren has done and wonders whether or not he's going to be able to match their skill with arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's going to charge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he targets Orin. He uses his Warhammer. And he absolutely hits.
Why? Absolutely.
Because 21. Wait, is your AC not 21? Hang on a minute.
It's 18. I'm sure he hit.
That's that dwarf, and he's going to do the same thing. The hammer, when he hits you, it kind of like staggers you. This hammer is so heavy, and the dwarf is so good with it that he pushes you back, which causes this guy, unfortunately, this girl, to fall out of her chair. And then he follows up. Oh, look at that. Look at that little phalanx of dwarves. That's fucking cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It's just a side effect. It's just a side effect of them using their dope abilities. All right, Levelis.
It's me.
This is,
right.
Levelis, this is everything you heard was true about the human lands.
Yeah. Okay, well, look. I feel I have been led to believe that my role in this group is crowd control. So let's control some crowds, huh? So let's see. 1, 2. Wait, was that 2? Was that 2, 3? No. I just want to get like here.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay.
So I would like to, I don't know, stand up out of my chair, knock over my glass of wine so it spills because that feels dramatic. Raise my stick thingy aloft. What is it called again? The little stick that I have.
Well, you have a rod. It's just an implement.
A rod.
It's basically your holy symbol.
Yeah, but it's also a stick. So I would love to cast Thunder of Judgment. So now let me see. If I can remember how to do this. Because that's within 10 squares, right? Let me
Thunder of Judgment.
Thunder of Judgment.
1, 2, or 3 creatures. Well, I see 3 creatures who would really like not to get thundered.
10.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is basically this whole room.
Yeah. So, okay, let me see. All right.
Oh, and you daze them, Dale. That's amazing. Yeah, this is super good, Dale.
And because I have Covenant of Wrath, I also push them So that will be good.
That's super good because like
They
dazed,
just made their little friendly.
just so you know, dazed is you can either move or attack. So it's super useful for someone that's not to use against somebody who's not in position, but these guys are in position. They don't want to move. They'll just attack. So if it wasn't for Covenant of Wrath, you would have to tell your allies, hey guys, take a attack and take a step back, and they won't be able to do anything to you. Right? Does that make sense? But because you have Covenant of Wrath, you can just push them.
All right. Okay.
So
now,
it's up to you
click
it's up
this-
to you to figure out what is the name of the wood elf hero, or it might be one of the true elves, like probably a Sylvan elf, one of the sky elves, the sky celestials, who you invoke the name of, and it's that character's thunder that comes down. It's up to you to tell me what that is, but you don't have to do it right now.
Okay, great, because I was just frantically scrolling back up through the through the group chat looking for that list of names. All right, okay. Now I also need to remember that each of them takes a +1 to the damage because of wrath things also. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't roll to hit.
No.
I need to roll to hit.
No, and you just did damage to all my dwarves. Why? Let's hope
Sorry.
you hit. Let's hope you hit all three of them.
This is a hit. Oh. Okay, well that's okay. that's not great. Where's my elven accuracy? How does elven accuracy work? Reroll and attack roll. Okay, well I would like to reroll this one that was a 3. I'm ticking my elven accuracy. I want to hit him.
Just
Right. I'm just gonna do.
I would just roll a d20 and just add 5 to it, and I'll be able to see.
It'll roll all 3.
Yeah.
Ha!
Yep, that's a miss.
well-
Wow, you did wait, is that right? Have you guys done a shitload of damage to Dwarf Warrior 4?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Okay.
he was the drunk one, right?
Yeah, for like no reason. My chat is talking about how we're being bullies.
Yeah, you tell him, chat. So yeah, like this guy's trying to stand up, but he's bleeding. His lifeblood is pouring out of him. He is close to death.
Yikes.
And is this the only one you hit?
Automatically add the. That's the only one I hit.
So does Thunder of Judgment
and
push them back even on a miss? Let's see.
And I believe
No,
he
it's only
actually
that
took
guy.
7 damage, not 6 damage, because I have the wrath thing that gives him a +1.
That's Dwarf Warrior 4?
Yeah.
You're saying Dwarf Warrior 4 took 1 extra damage?
Yeah.
Haha.
It's not much, but I need it since I missed the other 2.
Dwarf Warrior 4 is dead.
Yay.
Hooray!
Dwarf Warrior 4 expires. And if I had my shit together, I would put
Committing casual murder.
I would have a dead dwarf. I have dead dwarf minis, but I don't have a dead dwarf token right now. All right, are you done, Lavellis?
I think that I have to be, so I will click the button. Ding.
Well,
The other dwarves are the other ones up close. They're unfazed, right? Like they're not dazed or anything.
Nope, they were not affected by the Thunder of Judgment.
I just blasted this middle dude backward. He didn't even stand up.
Oh,
Dude.
interesting.
Down and out immediately.
That's what
1,
happens when you scoff at a dragon
2,
knight.
3, 4, 5, 6. And then he charges. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, he's got huge speed when charging. He's gonna try.
Gonna run around the table?
No, he's gonna make
I
an.
thought he was going to attack that person at the table.
He's gonna make an athletics check. Or he's gonna try. Does he have skills? Skills? Does he have skills?
Isn't it?
Oh, here we go. He is going to make. Oh, look at that. Yep. He leaps up onto the table, and he is now flanking Orin.
How's he flanking me?
No, he's not flanking you. I forgot the Co is on your side, not mine. Co's not on my side yet.
Let's get her.
Oh, what? Betrayal.
I can't hit anything.
How does this work? This is wild charge. Oh, wild charging. I get +4 to all my defenses, meaning I can charge past people. I don't. It's not like for a round or anything. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, well, I'm just gonna battle axe you. At Orin,
that?
hit. I hit an AC of 24. Damage. You are bloodied, which means you're at less than half your hit points, Orin. The orc takes a giant battle axe and smashes it into you and hits you. And you hear bones snapping. And then he shifts back 1 square, and you don't get an attack of opportunity.
That part of like his deal.
Yeah, that's part of his. He is so good with the battle axe that he can swing it and almost sort of use its momentum and to help him leap back. Warhouse Bard, I saw that. Thank you very much. So that is something orc reavers can do, normal people cannot do, and he's done.
Okay, cool. Well, I think step 1, I'm gonna move.
You can move through allies, but you can't move through enemies.
Let's see. I was here.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I think this guy. Let me look at the grid for a second, because somebody might be on a half square. You are on a half square. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
So 4.5. I think my speed is 5. Yeah. Okay, so I get there, and I shout to Sir Vanazor, "You, Dragon Man, make yourself useful." So I am going to do my wolf pack tactics.
Okay.
And that means that he was already.
Sorry, he was on a half square.
I was on a half. I think Colville.
Yeah, I unfucked his half square.
Blimey.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
So you don't have to do that thing, but you still get flanking now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I wanted to do actually. So I'm gonna hit him with my Viper Strike. So I like jaunt behind him, and do like that classic Conan like training with the sword thing, where he's like holding it above his head, and he just goes, and just like try and take a jab at him.
A target is one creature, attack, strength versus AC, no problem. So you just target him and roll to hit, and it'll tell you if you hit or not. The damage is, or if you hit rather, you do 1 weapon damage plus your strength mod, and there's an effect. If the target shifts before the start of your next turn, it provokes attack. You just have to remember this. There's no way to track this in Fantasy Grounds. If the target shifts before the start of your next turn, it provokes an opportunity attack from an ally of your choice. So your green attacks are just your meat and potatoes. Often it's like, well, I don't know if this is going to be useful or not, but damage is always good, right? So you just do Viper Strike, and then you see if he wants to move, and if he doesn't, no big deal.
Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hit. That's definitely going to hit. Yep.
Hit him. So.
Status wounded. You did 9 damage to him.
Yeah, so I like it's like a quick stab, and then I'm like ready to hit him again if he tries to do anything. And I like kind of give a little nod and a wink to Sir Vanazor to let him know, like, if this guy tries to scurry, you gotta take him down. And then I'm going to shout an inspiring word at Orin.
That's cool.
I'm gonna say I was just gonna say I've seen
Huh?
What was I gonna say?
Huh.
I lost it. I forgot it.
I'm sure it was very freaking cool.
How very inspiring.
Oh, whoops. Shit.
I'm inspired.
I remembered what I was gonna say.
Yeah? Oh, okay, good. Go for it.
I go, "Ha! I suffered greater wounds at breakfast."
Oh my god.
That's an appropriately Conan-like thing.
Terrible breakfast.
All right, are you done, Zoga? Zoga Borhart?
Let me see. I've attacked. I marked off my inspiring word, and yeah. Boop.
Sir Vanazor, why don't you fucking do something, bro?
Yeah, about time. Right. So.
Right.
This guy. Let's target this shift. Right. Shift click. So I'm going to target Dwarf 2. No, that didn't work.
Control click.
Control. Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go. So he's flanked, so I get a +2, right? Do I have to add that in my modifier?
Yep.
Just, adjusting. But what have I done?
Just use the
Plus
mouse
2.
wheel. Like
Plus
hover the.
2.
Yeah.
I think I got it. Yeah, okay. And I think I'm going to use my Howling Strike on this guy. So that's my... I'm basically just using my Great Axe.
Yeah, Computer Escapers is correct. By the way, you can use Inspiring Word twice per encounter.
Cool.
It's like a special encounter power you can use more than once. So you still have one more use of that. Anyway.
Okay. I will not check it yet then.
Like some people, when they're playing on 4th, they'll just make another Inspiring Word power so they can track. I've got 2 of them. And you can track both of them.
I see.
Anyway, what are you trying to do, Odie? Do something cool?
Roll my dice.
Well, why don't you fucking do it, bro?
It won't do it. At will. Oh, so I'm doing the wrong button.
Yay! I'm gonna win.
I hate this game. I'm leaving
It's
immediately.
going to be the shortest adventure ever.
You try that again.
Oh, you can do that.
You can if you want to.
Oh, I'm gonna use my action point. Yeah, I'm trying to get it. So I'm gonna use an action point to do the same thing.
Okay, but Tom, go ahead and give him the. Yep, you did it. Is it just really
good.
attack one? Let me look at Zoga. I guess it's half your int.
It's half my int. It seems like it rounds it down.
That sucks. It should round. I wish it rounded up. That'd be cool. Oh well.
All right, this time. Come on now. Come on.
Poor Frank. 3! This is awesome. Oh my god, you guys are so good.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna tick my action point off,
Yep, good job.
and I think I'm done, right?
Yep.
I don't want to move. I'm in a good spot there.
I'm gonna win. Oren,
My
it's your
turn.
turn. It's your
I
turn,
had to
Oren.
think- Okay. I'm going to.
Look at that. Oren feels slightly invigorated and takes a deep breath, only to turn and look sullenly at Zoga, dried blood crusting over one of her eyes. Noted. Goal.
I'm going
That's cool.
to-
A plus.
I don't want to do that because I need a way to do that thing.
Actually, isn't there something I can award? Do you award inspiration in this game? Or do you award action points? The chat will tell me. Continue.
Why not both? I'm gonna do. I've got like 2 guys right here, and I can technically move to get into the middle of them, but then I would be in a flanking situation, and that's not so good. What's the orc doing? Just like standing on the table?
Well, he's going to attack you as soon as he gets a chance. He's going to read the room. He's the leader, right? So he attacked you and then he withdrew, and now he's watching. And when his turn comes up, he's going to take advantage of his the fact that you guys don't get attacks of opportunity to get into the most advantageous position possible. He's going to orc. Orcs are going to orc.
Where is he positioned right now?
You can see him. He's on the table.
That's why I was asking if he was on the table.
He's on the table. He's standing on the table. Dwarf Warrior 2, which is the one between Zoga and Zervanazor, is slightly wounded. Everybody else is fresh right now.
Dwarf Warrior 1 is so far out of everything.
Yeah, well,
He like threw his
He's at the bar having a drink.
Yeah, he's not really
He's gonna
committed
wait.
to this bar fight.
he's going to jump in on whoever side is winning.
Oh my god.
It's certainly not us. I guess we got one dead already.
Yeah, you got one of them, and they haven't gotten any of you.
I'm slightly worried about this orc reaver though, that we just are ignoring.
You said that the dwarves are hard to knock prone.
Correct.
There's like a thing they have against it.
Yep. They're famous
So
for
like,
it.
like my shield, like they're right. It's like called like steady footed or something like that. So it's like my shield bash has a chance that it would not knock somebody prone. Is that right?
There's a 55% chance that they don't get knocked prone.
Is it like a D20 and
It's literally it.
like
No, I roll. If you have an effect that knocks them prone, I make a roll. I make a saving throw, and if I roll 10 or higher on a 20-sided die, there's no modifiers or anything. Then they don't get knocked prone.
Okay.
So just think of it as 50% chance you can't knock them prone.
Got it.
Also, dwarves in Orden are quasi-stone creatures, which means they're much heavier than they look. Any effects that you guys have that will push, pull, or slide a dwarf is going to affect them less.
I'm gonna phase step. Assuming phase step does not invoke attack of opportunities. Nope. Okay.
You just teleport. Bam.
Okay. Because here's what I'm thinking of using phase step, because I can teleport up to 5 squares.
Yep.
So I was thinking of phase stepping over to here. Like, can I just push this kid out of the way?
Yeah, that's fine. He's an NPC. I'm not worried about him. He's not a combatant.
This is a pretty big one, but I'm looking at driving attack.
I don't know what that is.
So the driving attack is my
Oh, there it is.
power.
Yeah, cool.
And it says I target a creature,
Yep.
strength versus AC.
Yep.
I push it 1 square. and then shift 1 square into where it was just there, and I make a second attack against it.
Oh, Jesus.
And I push 2 squares, and then I knock it prone.
Yep.
So that's why I'm trying to figure out, because there's kind of like this Dwarf Warrior 3, I think, is kind of in the way. So if I push the orc, is it gonna like push the Warrior 2 if it's successful?
Well, how would you like it to work? How do you picture it happening in your mind? What would you like to have happen? What's cool?
I think what I would like to have happen is I would like the orc to end up here, basically.
Yeah, that's totally fine. That's what I was going to say, by the way. That's why I was. If it was up to me to rule, I would say he'll just land there. But if you wanted him to knock the dwarf over, then that'd be fine.
Yeah, and like if it's successful, it's like, you know, I don't necessarily need this table, like this height disparity thing, because that's kind of like, I think, confusing me a little bit, because like I'm thinking of like other games where that it matters. But like if this is successful, part of that pushing process, I think, would be just like me kind of kicking the table out of the way and like shoving this guy forward and knocking him prone.
That's fine. We can say that happens. You got hit.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. In that case, yeah, I'm gonna use phase step, so I'm gonna click E on that one that it's done.
So what does it look like when a high elf uses phase step, Anna?
In my case, I think it can be different for all high elves, depending on like maybe what their career is or whatever, what their station is.
Sure.
But for me, whenever I use phase step, it's like there's no snap, there's nothing to it. All of a sudden, I'm just like gone, and there's like a shimmer and maybe like a smell of incense or something, and then you hear like a wisp sound, and then I just like rematerialize in the new space and with like a kind of crackle, almost
cool.
like a candle.
That's cool. I like that. Yeah, I like that, especially with the smell. The incense smell is cool.
And then so I'm gonna pop up behind the orc, and I'm gonna use my driving attack. So I've targeted the orc already. Oh, cool! I didn't realize that each of the little things was like a. Oh, please, God.
Could you guys? I swear to God, you guys.
Oh, this is getting awful.
I swear to God, I take back everything I said about how you guys are going to win.
We can't roll.
You used to like our characters, though, right?
I mean, yeah. I'll remember them fondly.
I can't believe I used my phase step for that. I should have phase stepped the fuck out of this inn.
I still got this.
See you guys.
I see everything, and I'm like, all right, see you guys. You guys got this, right? See ya.
Okay, well, so Anna missed.
No, there's gotta be something else. Miss half damage, and you push the target 1 square. So I still push.
Boom. Yep. And you get 3 hit points back.
Okay.
You get 3. I'll type it in here. 3 temporary hit points. There. So I think Anna's done. Are you done,
Yeah,
Oren?
I am done.
Co. Do something cool, Co.
Okay.
Co. It's still Co. Oren hasn't advanced the tracker, it seems.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my bell noise.
Sorry, my bad.
Ding.
Oh, it's so pleasant. Yeah, so I am going to breathe in a big breath into my gianty lungs and bellow out a harmonious Om, which is going to cause the floorboards to quake and rumble as I use my harmonious thunder on these 2 dwarfs in front of me.
Cool.
So
Nice.
let's hope
A 3 and an 18.
You got a hit.
Okay. Well, what's good about the 3 is that it's going to do half damage.
That is cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So, having done that, let me just bring it up so I can read it, just so I do it right. Okay. So I roll 3d6 plus. So I should untarget.
It'll automatically do it.
It would automatically do it. Okay.
Yeah, like if I mouse over you right now, it shows that you've only got Dwarf Warrior 3 targeted. And I'm going to assume if I look over here that that's the one you hit. It automatically untargets guys you miss.
Okay. Okay, so it looks like 15 was the total.
Yep.
So it says the first time either one of the targets takes damage on a turn, the other takes thunder damage equal to my strength modifier. So I've hit them effectively. So that means I should be able to do my Stone Fist Flurry of Blows to one of them, right?
Yeah, that sounds right to me. Stone Fist Flurry of Blows is a reaction. You just do it. You just smack that guy. You do harmony. Whoa, and you folks see the floorboards all shake, and also his mustache kind of goes like sympathetically with the floorboards, and
I hate it.
and that's the attack. Like that's you doing that chant it causes this harmonious thunder to boom through the air, and the Dwarf Warrior 2 manages to cover his ears and not be affected by it, but Dwarf Warrior 3 is fucked up. Actually, Dwarf Warrior 2 what does it do on a miss? Miss is half damage? Okay, so hang on 1 second. So let me apply half damage. I got it right? A miss is half damage, correct? Hello?
Oh, sorry, I muted myself. Yes.
Miss half damage. Right. So now, so Fantasy Grounds untargeted that dude. So it's just on me to half that value and drag it over here onto him. Boop, there we go. So you did 15 to one, 7 to the other.
Okay. And then they both have a thing now for the rest of this encounter, that either one of them takes damage. First time they take damage during a turn, the other takes thunder damage equal to my strength modifier. So if somebody attacks Dwarf Warrior 3, it sounds like Dwarf Warrior 2 is going to take my strength modifier.
That chanting that Ko did, it sets up this sympathetic vibration between these two guys. So that now anytime you do damage to one of them, you're going to do some damage to the other.
Oh. And then I'm going to whack the worst one, Dwarf Warrior 3, with my club. And it's just like clonk.
It's just free. You just do it.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm going to use my move action to do my Stone's Endurance. So I kind of like coat myself in this rocky exterior, kind of like Titan from Invincible. And I turn over to the waiter and I say, "Boy, we're going to need more milk."
Cool. All right. So
that's my turn.
Mr. Fizzer says, "Dang, Ko is such a great character." Yeah, he fucking is. It's cool because Justice, you're doing a great job of illustrating what this is doing. So this is all about 4th edition. 4th edition, in order for it to really come alive, it really relies on the players to describe what their powers are doing, right? So that whole thing about how you chant and the floorboards quake, anyway, blah blah. It's cool. And now it's Dwarf Warrior 1, who would like to be Dwarf Warrior no longer appearing in the story. I think he still doesn't have enough movement. He can go one. Wait, let me turn the grid on. Let me make sure he's on a grid. Yeah, he is. So he was here, right? Yeah. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and now he can charge 1, 2, 3, and he targets what's her bucket, and
what's her bucket,
and he hits, and
if he gets the exact same as my AC, he'll still hit.
Yeah, he got an 18.
And mine's 18.
Yep, that's the 18 is the target number. It's the number he needs to reach to hit.
Right.
And then he does 11 damage, some of which you absorb because of your temporary hit points. So you're now out of temporary hit points, and you are bloodied again. You have 18 damage out of a total of 31 hit points. And doesn't he get to do something cool? Yes. The dwarf can push the target 1 square. And then he can shift 1 square to the target. And you know what he's going to do, Anna? He's going to mark you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
He just kind of points at you and kind of goes, which you have to be watching my stream to see. And he is not going to follow up. He could follow up, but I think he has to follow up. I don't remember how marking works, but I think my memory is that marking stops working if you just walk away or something. I don't remember. So you have marked this guy, but chat might remember. You have marked the Orc Reaver, but the Dwarf Warrior has marked you.
Mm-hmm.
Dwarf Warrior 2 does not like where he is. What can he do about it? Oh, this is cool. Yeah. The orc reaver says to Koj, K-O-J is this guy's name. He says something to him in Dwarven. He says,
Just.
He says nothing.
which none of you can understand.
Oh, it's typed. I see.
Uh,
It's too bad you guys don't have a dwarf or speak Dwarven. This is what you get from, not going to school and taking languages. So this guy's going to use his double hammer strike. He uses his warhammer, and who does he have targeted? It looks like he has targeted. Yes, he is going to target. Actually, who are any of you guys wounded? Orin's wounded, yeah, but you're kind of far away. Lavelis is not near us. Zorga and Cervantes are. So yeah, let's keep up the pressure on Ko, even though almost none of you guys are really wounded. So he's going to go back to targeting. And he's going to use his Warhammer.
We turn the grid back off.
Sure, yeah. Sorry.
That's all right.
There we go.
Nice try, little one.
Tactical whiff.
And then he throws a hammer at Orin.
What?
He
Hammer?
Yep, he's got he has a warhammer and he has throwing hammers. He uses his warhammer against Ko and then goes Hua! And he hurls using his double hammer strike. He hurls his throwing hammer at Orin.
Wow.
Oh, I almost rolled a 20. And he's done. Dwarf Warrior 3.
Wait.
Yes.
Which was the dwarf that just threw some shit at me?
Dwarf Warrior 2. This guy.
In between me and.
I actually don't know if you can do that because I have concealment because you're trying to throw it through another enemy.
What I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to say that he provides cover, which is -2 to attacks. Mm-hmm. Right.
I don't know if taking their dignity is on the table.
But he missed anyway. If there's definitely nothing stopping the Dwarf Warrior from trying to attack Orin. The only question is, does Ko provide any cover? According to Augmented 4 says, when you make a ranged attack against an enemy and other enemies are in the way, your target has cover. Okay, yeah, which is what I was going to rule. Yep. So he would have had -2, but he missed anyway. Yeah. Dwarf Warrior 3 is going to move here and then here, and she should be on the grid, and she's not, so I'm going to move her here. And then that means he's flanking Ko with Dwarf Warrior 2. And he is going to target Ko. And he is going to use his Warhammer. Pretty straightforward. And he misses. So he's done. And it's leveless. Ko provides cover.
Oh my
Yes.
Ko provides cover.
Wow.
If there were a bunch of mustachioed half giants, it would be a coven.
I hate that this is happening.
I'm so good.
Oh no. Okay, I don't love any of the positioning that's just happened.
No, this is one of those.
Me in a tight spot. So.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna throw an avenging light at Dwarf Warrior 1. I'm gonna protect my fellow elf.
Yay.
Your felf.
My felf. Now let me see. I have to do this, right?
If you heal yourself, Ko, then you will have recovered.
Oh, come on.
It's enough.
Come on.
Enough.
I had not anticipated this. I had not anticipated.
I'm twitching. I feel a deep sadness in my heart.
The problem is, what you guys need is you need cooperation.
Oh, yeah.
Why is this happening to me?
So many.
Like, I feel like I should move with my turn, but also it's like,
Where are you gonna
there's
move to?
nowhere that I can position myself that would make my situation better for my powers. So I guess I'm just where I am, being mad about it.
Yep, that sucks.
That's it. That's my turn.
Okay, thank you. Welcome to 4th edition. The Orc Reaver. The Orc Reaver is marked, which means I think the Orc Reaver has to try to attack the elf
Just
warrior.
call it a night.
He's called it.
You all had a lot of fun.
I've had a great time, but this wasn't it. It's been real and it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. So, what does the Orc Reaver have? Delicious.
They just use strong language, and then we'll move on to my turn.
Actually, he could have. That's not bad, actually. Oh, that's
no,
fuck.
not that kind of strong language.
Ooh. That's cool. You know what he's going to do? He's not going to move up to you. He is going to fucking javelin the shit out of you. He pulls a javelin out of a quarrel on his back. His butt javelins. He turns around and goes, ah! And he squeezes a butt javelin out at you.
Oh my god.
You're the one who said his butt. Yeah.
Do I have anything like?
Fuck.
Can I dodge?
Ooh, I hit. You can fight defensively, I think, which is the thing you do on your turn, and it increases your. It sucks. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, this is like ready action.
This guy's an NPC, chat. So that guy's not. That guy's. If anything, this guy's gonna go. Ah. So he javelins you. He hits you. He does 2d6 plus 6 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Which slams you into the wall. So you're gonna take another. I'm gonna give you like another 1 damage since you have nowhere to move to. So actually, that would drop you. That would drop you if I did 1 more damage to you. So I'm not gonna do that.
Really badly.
But
You don't even join us your rolls. Just fudge it.
But that's his javelin. Now he's going to use his blood crazed charge. When he sees the elf blood erupt from the wounds, he gets a free charge at you.
No.
And that allows him to use his basic attack, which is his battle axe. Which he hits.
God. I'm dead.
And you are dead. You're not dead forever. You're just dying.
No, I'm dead forever. I've decided. Welcome to 4E, everybody.
So yeah, that was cool. I think he's done. That was enough from him. Oh my god, cool. The good news is, Anna, everyone understood that.
Exactly.
All right.
I'll speak the king's language.
All right, Zoga.
All right.
Fucking do something. That orc, by the way, is it's possible that I made this encounter too hard, but we'll see.
Let me think real quick.
Danger Room 2.0.
Let's see.
Ko only has 6 damage. Levelis has no damage. Zoga has no damage. Servanazor has no damage. I don't know what people are worried about.
Can
The
I?
fact that we can't do damage, Matthew.
Well, listen, I'm not responsible for your dice.
All right, I'm gonna hit dwarf number 2 here.
Oh, people are saying that you can heal Orin. There is no provision in the ability text that requires the target to be able to hear. Thank you, chat. So yeah, you can. She's not dead. She's just unconscious.
I'm helpless.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my here. I'll actually do it right this time.
I know it seems overwhelming or tedious right now, but this will become second nature.
There we go. Get up.
Am I up?
No, you're alive and you're awake, but you're still prone.
That's okay.
You have to
No,
stand
you're
up.
helpless.
Yeah.
Wake up. Rather.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now, I'm going to hit this dwarf with the old warlord's favor. Well, rather, I'm going to attack the dwarf, and then Sir Vanazor is going to get +2 to his attack rolls against the target until the end of my next turn. So, you and we're taking this sucker down.
Is that a hit?
Yep.
I saw a hit.
A palpable hit.
Oh, hit.
Nice. Look at that.
And
So
then
rare.
I think
Yeah, Zoga. What's your
you get this. Yes, there you go.
Oh, you gave it already?
Doesn't that mean that the other one is now going to take damage?
Yes. So go ahead, Zoga. I'm sorry, Cole. Just drag your fucking harmonious thunder. You have a little blood drop that says SDR Thunder. Just drag it onto that guy.
My blood.
There you go. Yep.
Nice. That hurts.
You see the dwarf. He kind of shudders for a second as the effects of the sympathetic vibration fuck with him.
+2, right? I need to put out my modifier because we're flanking.
Fiber.
Yes.
So put that in +2.
Yep. It's really cool. Like they do a really good job of making it so that you can like you can do things by hand. You can try to automate them, and you can do things kind of in between.
What? 22.
Yep, you hit.
Yeah.
Howling Strike. You have fucking +13 thanks to all the bonuses you got. What does Howling Strike do?
Oh, what? That's on a 10.
1 weapon plus 1d6 plus strength. That's a lot. You rolled a 2 and a 4, but it's still 11. And that guy's dying. Sweet.
Yes. Oh, do I get anything? Dying, but what's his hit points at? He's not on 0, is he? I can't use my Roar of Triumph yet.
You've dropped him. You've dropped him. You've dropped him. Yeah. What do you mean he's not 0? He's dying. He's unconscious. He's below 0.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, I've got to use my Roar of Triumph. So let's get this right. So trigger, your attack reduces enemy to 0 hit points.
You did that.
Each enemy in burst.
They're on. What's the burst?
Effect. Close burst 5.
Oh yeah, that's 5 squares. That's starting at you, going out 5 squares.
So I think I could get everyone.
Yeah, I'll make a pointer. Right. Starting at you and going out. So this is 1.
I don't see anything on my screen.
3. Actually, these are half squares. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That, can you see that?
Oh wow, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That is burst 5. Right.
So Sir Vanasaur, like, obviously cleaves his Howling Strike. So as he's cleaving this dwarf, they're like, "Arr!" And then as he sees the dwarf go down in a lot of blood, you just see him like tilt his head back and like, Sir Vanasaur. And what happens is each target takes a -2 penalty to all defenses until the end of my next turn.
Yep. So what I would do if I were you is I would just control click on all the bad guys. And then click the effect defense -2.
Click the target button. The little crossed swords in the map.
Oh, look at that. Target enemy units. Yeah.
It has a
Yeah, it worked. It worked. He did it.
Okay, cool.
And now
and
just
then I have to
click on the little mans next to Roar of Triumph. You did it.
done.
You did it.
And then click off Roar of Triumph. I don't think I'll move. I didn't move.
You might want to deselect
damage,
targets now so you don't go into next turn with everybody selected accidentally. The turn of the tide. Yeah, fucking chat is fucking stoked. Scary dragon scream.
I'd still target them, though, aren't I?
Yeah, just click clear targets, which is 2 over, where it's the bullseye with a line through it. There you go, you did it.
Gotcha. I'm good.
Yeah, that was fucking cool, dude.
Hey.
You have to.
The Dwarf Warrior 3 now takes that damage, right? Because their partner got hurt that turn.
Yep. Wait. Didn't you already do that to him once? Yes.
That was Zoga.
No. Ko, I see upstream. Ko, Harmonious Thunder, Type Thunder to Dwarf Warrior 3. You've already done that once.
I got eager.
And
now I've added
wait. No. You're right. That was on Zoga's turn. That's what you meant when you said that was Zoga. That was on Zoga's turn. So now it's
it's once per turn.
Yeah. So yeah, the damage is correct. You did it right.
Okay, good. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm the one that tried to stop
I got
you.
eager. I wanted to drop blood on people.
No, you've done. That Harmonious Thunder. It's only 3 points, but it adds up. It's 3 points to it can be up to 3 people. You synchronize.
Yeah.
So, yes. Anyway, it is Orin.
I'm gonna cleave, and I'm gonna go from there and see how that goes.
Okay. Good luck.
It's gonna, there we go.
Oh my God. You hit. You hit?
I hit?
Yep, because you're at +8 and you're -2.
Oh my, thank fucking God. Okay. So now I pull the little bloody thingy out, and then strength modifier damage.
So you have two little blood things next to cleave. The first one is for the guy you hit, and the second one is for somebody else.
Okay. Take that, motherfucker.
Nice. 12 damage is a lot. That's good. That's super good.
Okay, now I'm gonna.
And the orc, it's just your strength. Just straight up 5 damage.
Oh, that's just with the little second. Yeah.
Right. That's what cleave does. Yep. There you go.
Yay! I tried to roll something. It was just like no.
Yeah, because there's no dice involved. It's just your strength mod. But your strength is +5, so that's super good. All right.
Yeah.
I think you're done. Ko, you don't know that elf, but she's risking her life to help you, and she's surrounded by enemies.
I must help.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Just FYI.
No,
17 damage.
help.
Yeah, that's a good point, says Yog Har and Plan. 17 damage with an at-will is pretty fucking good. Especially for somebody who's not a striker.
Yeah.
Can you hit the little bell, please?
Oh, I can. Ding dong.
Yay! Okay, so Ko is going to start off by using his Awaken the Slumbering Hurt move technique, which means that I move up to my speed, and during this time, bloodied enemies can't attack me with opportunity attacks or immediate actions, which lets me skirt past this person here and flank this. Now, do I have to make a check to jump on the table?
Sweet.
Yep, athletics or acrobatics, whichever you want.
I like.
I don't really know why they have. Yeah.
Please not a 1.
Oh yeah, you make it. No problem. DC is 10. It might be less than 10 actually.
I jump on the table, and I look out to see if the boy is refilling the mugs.
No, the boy is like probably. Where'd he go? Where's the boy?
Just eating some soup. It looks like there's a bowl with a spoon in next to him.
Oh yeah, no, jumps over here and is hiding.
I glare at him for a moment, and then I resume my attack. So with that done, I think that since I'm flanking right now, and I'm going to use the other big thing I have, which is the Awaken the Slumbering Hurt attack technique. So let me untarget this dwarf warrior, beep, and target this reaver here, and beep. Let me roll this. Oh, it's not letting me roll. Hold on. Here we go. Let's hope it's not a 1.
It's a 1.
That was
Wow.
Justice. Kiss of death with that one.
Oh, terrible.
Well, that was actually pretty funny though. I think it was worth it.
I wish we got to see. The good news is there's a record of this. I'm super curious to see what the average roll is, because it's got to be well below 10.
I don't think anything happens on a miss. Let me just make sure. Nah.
Okay.
Well,
God.
I think
it's
Ko's done.
unfortunate, but that's it. I think that's all I've got this round.
I told you rolled that 19, and I said that's it. You're not going to roll anymore.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So I guess it's this dude, this dwarf warrior here. He's gonna try to bash Orin. Sorry, let me target you again. He knows what side his bread's buttered on. He misses. I think he's done. Dwarf Warrior 3. Dwarf Warrior 3. Dwarf Warrior 3. Hello, Lavellas.
Hi.
He says, Dwarf Warrior 3 says...
Something dwarvish, I assume.
I thought he said like "Hello, Lavellas" in full common.
Wow.
Hello, Lavelle. Ah, he knows my name.
That would be funny. Now you guys understand that all my great dialogue is wasted. So he is going to just smack you. Whap. Oh, sorry. Wait.
What?
I don't know if I hit you yet.
Damage 11.
I did. Never mind. Everything's fine. We're all fine down here. How are you?
Great. I'm gonna real quick use my Channel Divinity Armor of Wrath, which is a reaction. Enemy within 5 squares hits me, and they take radiant damage equal to my Constitution modifier. Oh no, that's 0. But I push the target 2 squares.
Cool. What do you want? Okay, so he can. App.
I was all ready for him to take damage, and then I was like, my Constitution of nil.
Yeah, Con is not one of your. You're
No,
what elf?
I mean,
You're
I'm
what
all
elf?
elfy.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Just for clarification, I tick off both Channel Divinities, right?
Correct. You can only use one. Correct.
Oh, it automatically graded out.
Yep. It knows.
Knows what it's doing.
It knows.
All right. Well, look. Oh, he moved. Oh, because I moved him. Oh, excellent. Oh no. What's Orin tell that? Because I'm about to do something real. I'm about to do something real stupid. Oh, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Because I'm gonna use grasping shards, and it's gonna be centered on Orin. Just because I really.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, you should be fine. You should be fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, where is that going to go?
Right. Oh no, I'm trying to move it.
Hang on, that might not be big enough. I don't know if I did it right last time. Grasping shards is.
I'm pretty sure it's first one.
Oh yeah, you're right. You got it. There was one area
Cool.
effect thing I did wrong last time.
This one.
Anna is. You're doing a great job, Anna, because you're surrounded by 3 enemies, which is kind of your job in point of fact.
I'm doing a good job.
Does this one roll apply to everyone, or do I have to roll 3 times?
I don't know what you're doing. What are you trying to do?
I'm doing grasping shards.
You did. Who have you targeted? No one.
Oh, I didn't target anyone. That's why I meant to target these 3. Okay.
So 20 versus fort is going to affect all of them. So now, just go ahead and roll damage. But also, you hit Orin.
I do. I definitely hit Orin.
So you got to target Orin too.
But you know. Oh, I did. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh, it's not letting me.
Just control click on Orin.
Oh, it is. It is. Is it? I did control click on Orin, but it's not.
There you go. You got it.
Orin, Dwarf.
I believe. I'm gonna just believe you because I can't see that I've targeted.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm zoomed in. I can see.
It's also on the comment.
All right. Okay. Oh, I don't even roll anything actually.
It's just straight up damage, right?
This.
Yep.
And they're all getting -2.
Oh, Dwarf Warrior 3 is dead.
Yay!
Does anybody get anything?
At least I got 1.
So yes,
Nice.
Orin calls up. Through the floorboards come these twisting. They look like blades of grass, but as they grow through the floorboards, they get broader and wider, and they grapple these guys and do damage to them. I think. I don't know what else. It's. What did I say? What did I say?
Invoked another elf hero who definitely has a name.
Levelis, correct.
Yes.
Listen, Dale, if you can't come up with some dope ass elven hero names, then
I've got a list. I just don't know who's.
you are not the person I think you are. If you can't, between now and the next time we play, come up with
You
some.
want an elf name? I made a list. This one is Lacer.
Okay, what's that called? Okay, well, let me know in Discord what their names are, and I'll put them in your powers. So that was, what the fuck was that? That was grasping shards?
Yeah.
Attack each with a wisdom damage, and the target. Oh, and they're all slowed. Sweet. Yeah. Did they get those?
Which I mean, they're all in range of punching the person they want to punch anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, just remember that they can only move 2. Slowed is you can only move 2. Are you done?
I am. I didn't click the button. Thank you. Oh wait, let me. Done.
That orc reaver would really like to attack you, Levelis. So what he's going to do is he's going to move here. He's not going to, which means, Ko, you get an attack of opportunity, which is just a basic attack. That's just your weapon. It's just a weapon attack, unless you have some cool thing. It's just a weapon attack. It doesn't use a power. So go to your combat tab.
Okay.
And it'll probably be your club. It'll probably be your club.
Just my club. Oh yeah. Oh okay. Do I grab this black die? Ooh, it turned yellow. Okay. All right, everybody. Not a 1. 3.
Oh my
Well,
god!
was it a 1?
Oh,
You know what? The next time we play, I'm just gonna get like all 19s.
God,
And he's
great.
got Oren targeted. What can he do that's cool?
Are you talking about me or?
I'm talking about the orc. I don't care what you can do that's cool. That's your job.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to fight the other elf.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to take an attack about it. He's just getting in position so that he's not flanked by the monk and the fighter.
That's not good.
So,
I'm gonna be real with you all. I've taken 1 hit and I'm already bloodied.
really? Wow. You're squishy. You're a squishy elf.
I'm real squishy.
All
I
right.
see though.
Orc Reaver versus Elf Fighter. 7 plus 10 is a miss. Fuck off. But after the
Thank
attack,
God.
he can shift one
Awesome.
square. And shifting does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Suck my monkey.
Wow.
He's done. Zoga.
He's not here.
Zoga's lights are out.
Zoga, what's Zoga gonna do? So he could strength versus AC, 2 weapon damage. Oh yeah, that's good. He should do this. He's gonna try leading by example. He's gonna go. Get out of the way, kid. This guy goes. Oh, sorry, sir. Excuse me. And he is gonna target the Orc Reaver. And he is going to.
Wow, these civilians really have no value of life.
They're just like, what are they doing? Standing
just
around.
hanging around.
Just standing there
Fine.
drinking.
Okay. Yep. He is going to attack this dude. As far as I know, he just gets +2. I mean, he just gets normal attack. 17. He hits. He gets a total of 25. He completely fucks this dude. 2 weapon damage plus strength mod, and you guys are going to love this. And he says, "What I did, you do." And you all get combat advantage against this orc until the start of his next turn. So
Oh, sweet.
that means you guys all. I'm going to drag grant combat advantage onto this dude. So now the orc, everybody gets +2 to hit this orc reaver until Zoga's next turn, and he's done.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That is a fucking daily.
Zoga.
That's a warlord daily power. What? Go Zoga.
Good job, Zoga.
That's his next character is going to be Go Zoga.
Get down to this Orc Reaver. Can I get to...
Just
so I'd
let's.
be...
Let's.
Yeah.
Please spare us. Please spare our lives.
So could I go, let's see, like that? I mean, not necessarily in that direction, but I'd end up here.
Can you go up maybe like 1? Like, I want to also hit the Reaver.
I would also like to hit the reaver, says the elf. The elf raises her hand. Hello.
Oh yeah,
Hello.
I still get flanked.
By the way, does Oren look masculine or feminine?
What?
Does Oren look masculine or feminine?
Orin's an elf. Like
Okay,
both?
fair enough. So, but you don't have like,
Fucking
you don't have
love
like, you
us.
don't have like, you don't look like a
Not like
placental.
the defined.
You don't like have, you don't have like boobs.
I mean, it's just all very willowy.
Okay, willowy boobs. I get it. Like,
I use
like me.
Orin uses like she or like any pronouns. It doesn't really matter. Anyway.
Let's see, that's not a good thing. Let's just use this Howling Strike again. Oh, because that did rather well last time. So let's do well again this time. Yeah, I must have hit him.
Ooh.
That must have hurt
Yeah,
him
you definitely
a little
did.
bit. Okay, the old blood drop.
Jesus, you rolled a two, you rolled a 2 on that D12.
Yeah, and an 11 total. Blooded though.
The D12
Oh,
will get you.
Yeah, average damage is like 14 or 15. Anyway, he's bloodied. He's surrounded and bloodied. You guys are gonna smoke these guys. Vanazor's using a great sword, I think. He's using a great axe.
Great axe, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good axe, but is it a great axe? Anyway,
Oh, I think it's superb. Boom. Done.
Oh, it's my turn. I was
Round
like, what's
4.
that sound?
round 4. Aaron.
I'm alive.
Oren, yeah, you survived.
1. Oh, that's way better. I'm gonna shield bash this motherfucker. All right, here we go.
Well,
I'm gonna
wait, where are you? I mean, who are you attacking?
I'm gonna attack the Orc Reaver.
Well, you got to walk up to him.
I do, so I'm gonna shift so that way I don't.
Yep. You move. You shift, which allows you to move 1 square without provoking.
Yeah. And now I'm here.
There's a second there where Matt thought he was gonna get that attack.
I did. I hoped. I didn't
No
think.
idea
I was
how
hoping
fast
to
I've been
exploit
reading it.
Anna's ignorance of the system, but she has quickly caught up.
Oh no! I'm reading like I have been scanning like the combat section
Cool,
of the
good.
player's handbook for like however the fuck long we've been doing this. Now.
Good.
A lot of it is actually very Pathfinder reminiscent, which is like makes sense, right?
Yep.
But like that's why I was like, oh, concealment's a thing again.
Yep.
Oh, this is the thing. Oh, yay! I know what this is.
Well, if we keep playing, which I don't know why we wouldn't, but if we keep playing, all that stuff's going to pay off. Like the more you learn about this system, the more it pays off. The easier it gets to coordinate and use your abilities and stuff.
Sweet. All right. Well, it's time to shield bash this guy. So I'm going to. I got him targeted, right? Okay, here we go. Oh, please, God. God. Fuck.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
God damn it.
I'm going to win.
I give up.
You guys are all going to go. The dwarves are going to sell you guys to the Overlord, and you're going to get spirited away to Fantasy Guantanamo.
I'm just throwing. I don't shield bash. Instead, I just throw my shield to the ground and just
fuck this shield.
Utter, just pissed, just scowling like the most angriest looking elf you've ever seen. Is just horrifying facial features, just distorted into anger. That's it. In my turn. He's flanked too. He didn't have any. Like he's already disadvantaged, right?
What'd you say, Anna? +2 would not have made a difference.
Oh, the orc shouts.
What the hell is no Elvish?
No.
Who can read it?
I would wager the elves.
Oh, okay.
So you see the 2 elves get real pissed. He's a smart orc. He's a smork. Chat. Thank you.
Oh no.
Anyway, whose turn was that? That was Orin. Are you done? Are you done missing?
I'm done.
Chat is going to have to read that. I'm not going to say it out loud because then the other players would hear it. Would you, Anna? Are you done?
I'm right. Clicky. Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Thank you.
So I'm going to do this Dragon's Tail movement. So it means that I'm going to have to, it says one ally or prone enemy is the target, and I swap places with them. So because I can't move, I want to swap places with Sir Vanazor. So Sir Vanazor would be on the table, and I would be in Sir Vanazor's place.
Okay.
It doesn't, I don't know if that provokes any attack of opportunity.
No. No.
Okay, so do I do anything to do this, or do I just move?
You just say, I'm going to use my Dragon's Tail movement, and I switch places with Sir Vanazor.
That's what I'd like to do, but I don't want to sit on top of him.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and then with that done,
I love how the monk has a WWE tag out as an at-will power.
yeah,
That's
right.
perfect.
My turn. Okay, so with that, now that I'm in range, I'm probably going to, instead of pushing this, I'm going to go for the Dragon's Tail technique. So let's try it. All right, anything but a 1. Oh, do I have to add a modifier before I do this?
What would you be getting a modifier for?
For flanking?
You're not flanking.
No. Okay, it's not flanking.
See where Dale's character is standing? If she were, you have to be literally exactly opposite. So if she were, I can't actually move her there because the game knows that's a door that's closed. Yeah.
Okay. All good. Okay. Yeah. Let's try not to roll a 1. Yes.
Nice one.
Oh yes.
Only a matter of time.
Roll the fucking crit.
Yes.
So I believe now Fantasy Grounds knows what a crit is and knows how it works, but I believe a crit is just max damage. We'll find out.
Oh yeah.
So I click the blood. I'm gonna click the blood.
I mean, it's your ability.
it rolled.
So that green means the green 6 means it overrode what you actually rode and just made it max.
I was so satisfying because it wasn't great when I was watching that die roll. Okay, yeah. So I whack with that club, and then I'm gonna follow that up with the good 1-2 punch. Except instead of my stone fist flurry of blows, I look about and hearing stories of bar fights up in the Barrow Hills. I'm going to reach over to the table behind me and grab a glass mug of ale and use that instead of my fist.
That sounds good to me.
No.
For 8 damage.
Oh, shit. This
Very
fucking
train-
Orc Reaver.
Very train spotting.
Like, it cracks the Orc Reaver over the head. The glass shatters, and you see the Orc is reeling as he's trying to get his bearings after this brutal, savage beating he's receiving.
Nice.
All right. And
That
that's
was
my turn.
awesome. That was awesome, Co. That was fucking cool as shit.
When you moved me, how did that work? Was that a magical power, or was it just literally like you just grabbed me and we swapped places?
I like to think like I tapped you on the shoulder and I was like, "Excuse me," and then like it's like we're on an airline and we're like moving in one of those really narrow aisles for a bit.
I think it does
you
have
got
an
on the
element
table?
of like from your point of view, Sir Vanazor, it's like, wait, what exactly just happened? Right?
So I was thinking, like
It's not magical, but when you play it back in your head, you're like, fuck did he do that?
how am I on this table?
Yeah,
really big.
exactly. Yeah.
I'm really big, so maybe I just like picked Sir Vanazor up
Yeah,
and
maybe.
set him on the table.
I
and
think
then
that's-
stepped down.
I mean, you're a half giant. So yeah, that makes sense to me. You're the only dude here that is taller than Sir Vanazor. Yeah.
A 7 foot Dragon Ball just gets casually lifted out to the table. There you go, Sonny.
That's my turn.
Cool. So Dwarf Warrior numero un. Gosh, who's the most wounded? Orin is the most wounded. Orin's the most wounded, and she's right there.
I'm off.
The problem is this dwarf, I think. I mean, I know what he'd like to do, but he can't do what he'd like to do.
While I figure that out, I'm gonna get a refill of my water. I'll be right back.
He is not going to provoke the attack from Sir Vanazor. He's too afraid of the Dragon Man. He hits Sir Vanazor. Actually, Sir Vanazor, your AC sucks balls.
Yeah, doesn't it? It's like 13 or something like that.
Yeah. Well, you're not a high defense. That's the trade-off. You do a lot of damage. You're a striker. You do a lot of damage, but you don't. You're easy to hit. You're a barbarian, huh?
I need to mark the Orc Reaver
Just go ahead. Just go drag a mark onto him.
because I just realized I did not do that, which would have given him some penalties, but whatever.
You take 9 damage.
Ouch.
And
Me?
no, the Sir Vanazor, sorry. And let's see. And he's gonna shift 1 square, get a little bit farther away from those assholes, and he is going to mark you, Sir Vanazor. Which means if you attack anybody else, you're at -2.
Okay.
And he's done.
1v1 him.
Levelis.
I'm using Avenging Light.
Avenging.
Targeted.
What?
Oh, cool.
Ah!
Whoa.
Why can I only roll 5?
God.
Why can I only roll 5s? I can only roll 5s. All right. Cool. That's fine.
Cool.
Taxes are easier than this.
Would the Orc Reaver like to punch me in my stupid elven face?
Oh, he would love to. Hang on 1 second.
He's gonna take a penalty if he does so.
Why? He'll do it. He'll do it. He'll absolutely fucking do it. So I believe it'll apply the penalty automatically. Wow. He rolled a 1. But it did. Mark, your mark gave him -2
To
anyway.
be fair, it's also his turn now. But I have to go. This has been lovely, and I will see you the next time.
Hopefully we
All
play
right,
again,
Dale.
Dale.
Thanks, Dale.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Don't let Matt kill me.
We won't. Don't worry.
Well,
Bye.
it is the Orc Reaver's turn, but the Orc Reaver is marked by Orin. So the Orc Reaver is going to attack Orin, which is basically Orin's going to sacrifice her life to keep Dale's character alive.
Here we are again.
Back at the point of no return. Oh, this is cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Ah!
No.
That was a crit, by the way.
I know it was.
Oh, it wouldn't have mattered, actually, because I actually rolled a 10 for damage. So you drop again. And he shifts over your dead body. Orc done. Zoga. Oh, Zoga is, sir, not appearing in this game. Zoga is going to Viper Strike. One creature strength versus AC. Yeah, that'll do it. So does he have the right guy targeted? Yes. He hits. The Orc Reaver is dying.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Wait, who did it?
Zoga
What?
did.
Zoga.
Ah, Zoga, my hero.
Zoga's done. It's Sir Vanazor's turn.
Right, let's target this git face. Dwarf 1.
My God, I grossly over prepared for tonight. Now that I know how far we've gotten in 3 hours.
For God's sake.
My God! He is right next to you!
Dude.
Can I do anything
Here's what we
else?
gotta do. We gotta start doing like the aid your friends. Just use up your entire turn just to give somebody else a +2.
Can you score?
This is awesome. You guys are so awesome. I love playing with you guys. I wish you were my players always.
What can I do to get out of this
At this
mess?
rate, Ajax the Invincible is going to rule the entire multiverse.
If he hasn't already is pretty boggling. It must mean he sucks horribly to take this long.
Well, not everyone else in the world is rolling ones.
What?
Can I use my second wind now? No, I can't. Can I?
That's an action. Second wind's an action. Were you done?
Yeah. I think I might be then, yeah. Yeah. Damn it.
Okay, it's Oren. There's only one dwarf warrior left.
How do I get back
let's do
up?
this.
Second wind?
Oh, you're unconscious, right? You're dying?
I can't use the second wind.
So what you do is you make a death saving throw. You don't get to do anything on your turn except roll a d20. Actually, go if you go in your main tab. There's in the middle of the page, sort of on the left, there's a little die that says saving throw. If you grab that and roll it, it knows you're making a death save.
I'm gonna do that, but on Lavellis' turn or somebody, if they have a skill in medicine, I think.
Yeah. They can try to heal, they can try to staunch your wounds, and that will stop you from having to make death saves.
That would be nice. Okay,
It would
here
be,
we go.
but they haven't done that yet.
Not yet. Yay!
You are not dying.
Hey.
I'm not dying.
Are you done?
I think I have to be, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm done. It's time for the ding dong.
Ko, will you fucking kill this dwarf?
Please.
Yeah, I know I can get to the flanking by walking, but I really kind of want to see if I can just leap over there.
Oh, cool.
You know what? No, never mind. I'm just gonna walk over there. I'm gonna stride over there like Sasquatch the whole time, just like looking over my shoulder ominously at the dwarf. I'm kind of like out of focus the whole time, and then I'm gonna I think I want to go for the crane's wings. The dragon's tail just sounds so much more badass.
Hey, your people probably think cranes are awesome.
Okay. All right. Well, then crane it is. Let's hope it's not a 1.
Nope.
Yeah.
You rolled an 18. Thank God.
There's a good one.
And quite high damage. Quite high damage.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna take one of the. How long can I reach with my arms?
I think you're not literally large, so you don't have any reach. I don't think.
Okay. Well, then I'll just.
I don't think our Goliath's large, chat. Yeah, flurry of blows. Chat says yes.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna just rip a leg off of one of the chairs and whack over it now.
Nice.
I don't think you put your modifier on it for flanking. But it doesn't matter, you hit anyway. But
Oh yeah. Thank you.
So using his monk flurry of blows, he makes an improvised weapon out of a chair leg and bashes the dwarf over the head, and you hear this horrible crunching sound as of like metal helmet being caved in and causing the skull underneath to crack like brittle eggs. And then the dwarf twitches and falls down dead.
We did it. There was never any doubt.
Oh my god.
So Vanasaur roars. And nods towards Co.
Yeah, I roar back.
Well, I told you guys didn't have a problem. All right, I think it's probably a good place to stop. Since we've lost 2 of our players, and it's 10:46, 11. It's already 1:45 a.m. where Justice is.
Headed to the bar, and just to get a drink. There we go. After that big fight. Yeah. Co's coming over. Oh wait,
here on the ground, I suppose.
Oh wait,
all of the civilians all come out of hiding and all cheer, and they start like you can hear them chanting "Death to slavers," and one of them like goes to the door and opens the door and looks to see like if the guards are around, because if not, they want to make sure to cover this up and. But we'll talk about what happens next time we play.
Quick recap on tonight, right? We came into this bar, ordered some drinks, played some darts, and then bullied a dwarf, and then started a massive fight.
Well, to be fair, I think the dwarf kind of bullied you first.
OD?
Yeah, that's right. It's Friday night.
It's just a regular Friday night. Yeah, Tony's. Yeah, and the townspeople are definitely on your side because they hate the slavers.
That's good.
We have a dragonborn with us.
Yeah.
We're obviously the good guys.
That's exactly how they think. I mean, they don't know, the townspeople definitely do not know what to make of the rest of you, except that you're in the company of one of Good King Omund's knights, which means that you are, by definition, you are good guys and heroes. Because somebody like, they might not know Sir Vanazor. Actually, I don't know where Sir Vanazor's from. They might know him. But yeah, anyway. I realize that this session was long and may have seemed confusing and or tedious, but I assure you that 4th edition isn't really that complex, and Fantasy Grounds isn't really that complex. It's just trying to learn all of it at once can be overloading even for me, and I've done all this before. So as we do this, it will get easier and it will get better and more fun.
Did we just leave? So me, Co, and myself just went to the bar, started drinking, just left Anna's character lying on the floor.
What's wrong with those?
Well, actually, what I can do now, so you guys don't fuck around while I'm gone, is I can toggle token lock, so that you guys can't. You can try to move, but unless I approve it, the move won't happen.
That's cool.
Yeah, it feels like I'm pulling on a rubber band.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
And I can literally go, no. No, you may not.
Somebody help me.
No, you may not.
That's how we're going to stay.
Yeah, so this is how we're. And the nice thing is, this is exactly how we will pick it up next week. We don't have to worry about cleaning up minis or setting everything up next time. The map is just still going to be here and remember it.
Sweet.
Cool. Good times.
Awesome.
So thanks for playing, everybody. Justice, thanks for staying up late. I appreciate it. And
thanks for running.
I think you guys have really cool characters, and this is really kind of the first time I've run 4th edition in the mindset of you guys are heroes. You're going to do heroic shit. That's what 4th E is about. I always try to run D&D as first level characters are kind of, everyone's suspicious of them, but not this time. You guys are going to be heroes.
Nice.
Feels good to get cheered on.
Yeah, the townsfolk are on your side. All right, thanks, folks.